today, but in neighborhoods where homes are getting built, where factories and plants are happening, and we feel like Hemlock just is on the map now. We got Taco Bell coming in next to us,
What?
Big B, and so it's like, whoa, we have, yes, very exciting things.
No, that is awesome. And I know that, environment makes a big difference too, in anything that we do. When you are surrounded by good, you do good, and you guys you're building that good over there.
Well, we're just super excited. We got a great community, great township, amazing people at the Hemlock Business Association supporting and growing business in the community. We're really a destination place where people want to be. People are actually following us on our socials and watching our district, not only just locally at a state level, but even at a national level. People are tuned in.
Well, part of that too, you guys have that STEM center that isn't just used by, the students at Hemlock.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, can we bring in Tom and Alex? They're over at the STEM Center. Exciting things going on there. Love to have Tom and Alex show a little bit about. Tom's our director of friendship, and Alex is our director of innovation, and we're expanding the STEM Center as we speak.
Absolutely. Yeah. Excited to see that.
Boom. They're there. You can see they've got the field there, and to the right, you can see we got cabinets that are ready to go up. So this is our current STEM center, our field and such. Alex and Tom, how are things going on over at the Lockwood STEM Center?
Well, things are really happening over here. This is the facility, and some of you that have joined us before are familiar with the facility. It's a full-size FIRST Robotics field that we have going on down there. And behind me, you can see our 3D printers, and we do a lot of that stuff. The kids are really involved in engineering, designing their own parts for the robot. And so it's as Don was talking about, this community really being on the forefront of education. The technology and the technology training that we provide these kids is really incredible. So a lot of hands-on activity. This is home of the state champion robotics team, Hemlock's Gray Matter.
I'll tell you what, that does deserve a round of applause. State, can you say that again, Tom? I got to hear that again.
This is the home of the state champion robotics team, Hemlock's Gray Matter. And we're just thrilled. There are over 500 robotics teams in the state. So for us to be able to win state championships is just absolutely incredible. Very exciting, inspiring season for us. So anyway, this is the view from our mezzanine. And Al, let's go ahead and take a walk downstairs.
Yep, let's do it.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love this so much.
Well, the thing I love is just the energy that's at the STEM Center. When you show up, you mentioned the fact that there are schools that are part of this that show up. We invite every adjacent school district to come in and use our facility to compete. It's kind of like, a lot of these schools have a team. There's over 500 in the state, but imagine not being able to being a basketball team and not having a basketball court to practice on.
Yeah.
And so we invite all of our neighbors to come and participate. We've had teams from all around the state visit the STEM Center and be part of that. Tom's going to showcase our production area, our manufacturing side. So go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, you're right. So there's a lot of opportunities for hands-on learning. This is a CNC router that we use. It's a really great tool. We cut a lot of polycarbonate as well as aluminum with it. This is a CNC machine. We have a little Tormac mill. By standards for mills, this is a fairly modest size mill, but it really does a great job on the type of robots that we're working on. And then, of course, we have a little manual mill here and a lathe. So this is really designed so the kids can start in one area, learn about how to use the manual machine, and eventually graduate to using the CNC equipment. Tremendous sponsorship. What we do is we not only have to build robots, but we listen to what our manufacturing partners need. What kind of skill sets do the kids need to develop? And that's kind of a theme here. We're really trying to give kids a little bit of experience in manufacturing, in engineering, and so that they at least have a taste for that by the time they graduate from Hemlock schools. Al, let's just go ahead and take a walk by our robot. That was the
Absolutely.
robot.
Yeah,
It's
this
so
is
big.
yeah, this is the big project that the kids get to work on out here. A 125-pound robot that is designed and built by the kids, programmed by the kids, and all the electrical work as well is done by the kids. So it's just fantastic, and you don't really get the scale of this until you're here in person. But yeah, this is a huge robot and very, very advanced. So it's really great opportunity for these kids.
So, Alex, I gotta ask. So, this is a
Yeah.
125-pound robot. I've seen it move. How fast, like miles per hour? Do we have a speed for this? Because this thing is faster than the fastest boxer, like in a ring. I mean, this thing's moving super fast. But do we have a miles per hour? How fast it could go?
Oh, geez. Well, in robot space, I think we talk about like meters per second. So I'm kind of, I don't know the conversion right now, but I
I'm
think
gonna look it up. Meters per second. So
I think the drivetrain meters per second is like 10-ish or so. That could be a complete guess, but what does that give us, Don?
It says 22 miles per hour. And
That's
so,
wild.
yeah,
I think that's probably close.
Yeah, it feels like in that space, it's such a tight space and it's moving so fast.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, seeing it actually move around in person is just a different experience.
I'm literally at States. Well, it was before States. It was at the Midland competition this year. I'm in the audience, Mac, and I'm watching as they're going over to our expansion. And I can't wait to see it from Pine Street and show you this. But as I'm watching the robot for the first time that season in person, I watched it on TV and everything. I'm in the audience, and I'm sitting there, and I look around, and I'm watching our robot move, and I started to tear up, and I realized, okay, people are not going to understand why I'm crying in the middle of, like 2,500 people. I got to hold this together. The robot is that beautiful in motion. Am I wrong, Alex?
Oh, you're exactly right. It's like the culmination of a lot of hard work. It's it's months of hard work. So it's just awesome.
I think that's
the amount of emotion. Yeah, it's
starting to tear up is because it was so just knowing all the work that went in. Keep backing up. We want to show a full view.
Let's do it.
I kind of almost feel like, hey, Mac, I'm going to close your eyes here. I'm going to cover your eyes. So this is just get ready to go over to our neighbor's house and look across. So this 6-7 years ago was literally, we had it fenced off and we put junk material in the space where the Lockwood STEM Center sits today. Now we have this beautiful drive coming in. Give us a pan view. Students get dropped off, at this door starting in November. And then you can kind of see the expansion. We still got the patio and the lighted sign out front on the Lockwood. We're going to put some things on this side. We got a landscape. We got to get some additional signage. But Mac, look at that roof line, that shed dormer with windows up there. It just kind of light in. This is a beautiful modern space. And Alex and Tom, I'm going to let you take it from there and kind of take us in the building and showcase.
Yeah. Yep. So we're walking right into our entryway here. This will have some nice seating and then some displays out here. And then we walk into our grand lobby area. There's going to be some tables here for meetings and several displays on that big wall there. I mean, this is a very grand entryway. There's a lot of space here, really, really high ceilings. And then there's a lot of spaces for learning here too. We have our electronics lab here. It's crazy how much the space has evolved. I think last time we had the live stream, it was, just no drywall, no nothing. So you can really see the space evolve here. So this is the electronics lab. And then we have our computing and design lab. There's going to be a lot of computers here, and there'll be a lot of computer-aided design happening, programming, and a lot more. And I think there's also going to be a cobot which is a robot that's used in manufacturing around the area. So I don't know.
Right. So kids get a chance to really experience industrial robots. As a matter of fact, the Cobot has been donated by next year and programmed by Fullerton Tools. So we'll have that here. Again, great relationships with folks. The other thing that's neat is in the computing and design lab, the kids will go ahead and do their CAD and their 3D designs. And then they can walk right next door here. You saw all those 3D printers next door. They're going to be along this wall, and they'll be able to take their 3D designs and make real three-dimensional products from them. So it's kind of a little bit of an inventor space as well. Not only are you learning CAD, but it's like, why are you learning to use CAD? What kind of materials? It's a little bit of material science thrown in there. What's the difference between PLA, which is a type of plastic, and carbon fiber nylon products? So that's really all experiential stuff that just sitting in class and listening to somebody talk for half an hour, this brings stuff to life, and the kid actually takes responsibility for building things properly. Ellie, you want to walk next door to the Lego lab?
Yeah, we have one final classroom here. This is the Lego lab. This is where
We're starting to lose.
robotics. Hopefully I'm all right. But yeah, this is where we'll have Lego tables and kids can program Lego robots to do specific tests for each game. So it's going to be an absolutely awesome space as well.
Wow.
Well, Mac, doesn't this make you want to go back to school? I mean, I think that's one of the things that I am just so grateful to have partners like Alex and Tom with vision and passion for STEM and innovation, in really, setting, Hemlock Public School District, up for home run after home run after home run. So the great thing is, what, this wasn't part of our tax neutral bond. This was fundraised. This was hard work. Tom and I were like, okay, we're down. We got to get this done. And, fundraising to the last hour. We're still fundraising a little bit because we got some bigger needs. We want the place to be as amazing on the inside as it is on the outside. And so great things ahead with the STEM Center. Thank you, Alex and Tom. And obviously later on, I want to touch base with Tom and you, Mac, about, just our students and where we're headed with that. So love to have Joy.
Can I be a husky?
Yes. Well, you can be an honorary husky.
Yes.
We're super excited. Yes. So Joy, we've got her on the golf cart, but she's over. Oh, there she is. So
That's
Joy,
my hard hat.
can you kind of give us a view? What does the outside of Casey Ling look like over there right now? You got the new tennis courts to your one side.
Yes.
Gymnasium in front of you.
Beautiful tennis courts.
Oh, wow. So Joy, are you going to show us what the inside of the gym looks like?
I am, but I wanted to give you a peek at the outside because it's beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
So one of the big things is Joy walks in that's changed. It's code now to have windows in gyms. And so this gymnasium is flooded with light. We do have shades that can go down, but natural light, just a warm space. The court that Joy is on right now literally is the same court that our high schoolers will play on the following year. So next year, our new gym, and Joy will kind of go over there too. But Joy, what does it feel like being in that space? Can you kind of give us a pan from the doorway there?
Yes, I'm trying to do it without losing.
Yeah.
It is so airy and spacious.
That natural light does just feel so different too than gyms can feel stuffy, but that feels so inviting.
So that court is the same court our high school new gym's going to get. And Joy's going to head over. She's going to jump on the golf cart. We're going to keep her on, but she's going to head over. I want her to show us the concession stand over at the softball, baseball, soccer area. So she's going to jump over there. But the gym, some people wonder, do we need this gym? Well, on the other end of the Casey Ling, there's a gym. It's too small for competition. It didn't have a gym. It didn't have a wood floor. We upgraded that in some ways last year. But what we did by adding this gym on is we gave our elementary kids a space where they can prepare to play and compete when they get to high school at that. So from a physical education, from a rec sports, we gave them, a space that's actually adequate for them to do those things. We turned the old gym into a multi-purpose room. It still functions for rec practice. It can work that way, but it also has garage doors that open up to our cafeteria. So the space can flex. We can hold assemblies there. You can see Joy's going down our roadway. She's taken the loop, and she's going to show us. So we built a new Larry Graff field right there. So you can see that. And then
Wow.
FedEx is coming through. We got every day here. But she's headed down to a construction site. So our campus has been at times the land of the porta potty. You'd go to outdoor events, whether it be baseball or soccer, and there were porta potties all over the place. And so what you see Joy driving to
Am I
over,
turning left here?
yep, you can turn left there and then turn right on the grass in front of it. And as you can see the sand and stuff, is we're building a concession stand restroom out there. You got the materials. We've partnered up with Pumper for this project, and so they're Joy's going to jump off. We might even get to talk to a construction worker. Who knows?
Bring them on.
Is there anybody out there?
There is no one out here.
Okay, that's okay. We're good, but they're
It's
already
lunchtime. They're taking a lunch.
It is lunchtime. You can already see they've got the foundation going in. They've got the concrete ready. We're making progress. I'm super excited. I hope that we get to the end of the season. At least we'll have restrooms out there. For maybe the last game or two. We're hoping to get this project started earlier. But when we come around to softball season, baseball, and girls soccer, we're going to have restrooms in place, and the porta potties are going to be gone. We're going to have a real concession area out there. So excited. Joy, what does it look like out there when you look around?
I love how the location of this has pulled everything together, because we used to have a softball field on the other side by the tennis courts, and it felt kind of fragmented. And so this really unifies the space. And as a baseball mom myself, I am really excited to not use the porta potty. So this is just so exciting because it's pulled everything together in this hub. Oh, it is so exciting.
Yeah. So, Mac, we spent a lot of time and energy out at our soccer complex this summer. The turf is in the best shape it has been since I've been here.
Wow.
Really, had partners come in and work on that. I don't want to say their company's name, but it's a local sprinkler company. It's a Bush last name, so I don't want to mess it up. It starts with an S, and it's not located at 46. Ends with a ski. But we great partners helping us renovate space around there. Joy's going to jump on the golf cart, go out to the rest of the drive, and come back as we're talking. But we've got great partners with Wool Gas Corporation, Tower Pinkster designing our bond work. That project that you just saw there is just kind of something the district is self-performing. It's not part of our bond, but it's something that we're working on, to get done and enhance. Joy mentioned kind of the bringing together. So our campus was very fragmented at one point, and now she's jumping on the drive. She's going to take a left right here and start to head down the drive, and then she's gonna take the golf cart on the sidewalk. But when she gets to the main road, we have a drive that drives all the way through. It's a school drive. It's not community. It's not road commission road. This is actually a school driveway to get to KC Ling. And
Wow.
you have our soccer, our baseball, our softball, and it takes you through to get to KC Ling from Hemlock Road. We just updated it. That's our north office that we'll be bringing on board, hopefully in the next year or so. That's where we'll be moving as an administration team. And so as she gets on Hemlock Road, she's going to take the sidewalk. You can just see, you see sand piles. It wasn't 2 months ago, you could look across the neighborhood and you'd see sand piles. You see sand piles on our property. You see sand piles everywhere, dirt and sand getting moved. It is the sight and the sounds of construction in progress. And so, Mac, we're super excited that so many people want to be part of the Hemlock Husky Pack, want to be part of what we're doing, something special. And so, Joy's taking you. You can see we put in a parking lot over at our high school at Wallace Field, Krieger Track. We're hoping to break ground on the Patrick Woolgas field house over here. But you can see this beautiful parking lot. We're going to actually be striping it this weekend. And so we've been using it for a couple weeks, and now coming back and striping it. Joy, what does it feel like as you drive through the campus? She's on mute. I don't know if we should tell her that or not.
You should definitely tell her that. I was just saying when we came to the community football game on Friday that this used to be grass, and we all used to kind of truck on here when it was muddy and mucky. And so it's incredible to have this beautifully paved. This is where our students are currently parking. And so it feels, I said it felt unified, and at the same time, it feels expensive. And so it's, yes, these two almost seemingly opposing things can be true at the same time. We feel more connected than before, but we feel just expansive, and it's so exciting.
So Enjoy just drove by. If you can flash this is the work. Yes, this is where the new gymnasium will go. We'll be opening up that fall of 25. Super excited. So Mac, there is progress all over. You can see the kind of the south wall of the gymnasium area going in right now, and sand getting moved. When we talk next, Mac, there's going to be a lot more progress, happening. So, Mac, I'd love to. Joy, do you got any parting words? Because I want to talk to Tom about our students and success and our focus.
I'm just amazed at watching things grow, because we worked through the summer. We got to see things being poured, and it's exciting to see. Gosh, this community is just growing. We've got these deep, strong roots, but we have such a bright future.
Yes.
Absolutely. This has been so cool to be able to watch. I mean, monthly, and I mean, you guys get to see it day by day, week by week, but then it's such a big surprise when we get to talk again and just see these glimpses,
Well, we might have bitten off more than we can chew today, Mac. I don't know if we want to just wrap up. I'm looking at the clock and going, oh my gosh, we're at 26 minutes. I'll tell you what, Tom's back on.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to talk with Tom and you is just like, hey, our focus on students. As Tom's there, he's got the trophy in front of him, but our focus really here is bigger than. In fact, when Tom, he served as our tech director for years. We've worked together for years, and part of an admin team, we just say like, no shiny objects. It's not about so now that people are seeing shiny things, underneath all of that, underneath, a beautiful STEM center expansion, new gyms, and that the focus for us is not about those things. It's actually about our kids. It's about providing that opportunity for our kids to learn and grow. And in these things that you see, the shiny objects, we don't want them to ever be a distraction, because our focus is on kids and about people. Tom and I always talk about hey, you know what? The most successful kids of this next generation are going to have the good graces of their grandparents. They're going to be able to look people in the eyes. They're going to be able to shake people's hands. And then they're going to have the tech skills of their peers. And so here at Hemlock Public School District, we're about building that next generation that we see that, the president of the United States is going to, a future president of the United States is going to come from Hemlock. They're going to graduate from Hemlock High School. A future, Supreme Court justice, if you write it down, there's the brain power here at Hemlock. There's no mistaking why, 12 years ago when we launched our robotics team, Tom and the mentors and everything said gray matter. there's a lot of power here in our community, a lot of brain trust going on. So Tom, tell us about, talk a little about the commitment that we have here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been absolutely incredible building both the facility and our teams. And when I mean teams, it's all about the help that we have to spend time with kids. For instance, on our high school robotics team, we have 30 students. We also have 20 adult mentors. And these are people that are computer programmers, they're mechanical engineers, electrical engineers. And as you know, Don, First Robotics, although we really do build a nice robot, it's about getting kids those interpersonal opportunities. Very few school districts have presidents of local companies come in and talk to kids one-on-one. Very few districts have state senators and representatives come in and have the kids give them a tour of the facility. So there are those kind of opportunities happen and present themselves because of what we've worked so hard to accomplish, over the last 12 years.
All right. Let's see what those metal buildings, that's the only problem is sometimes we have some Wi-Fi issues, right, Mac? We kind of
Yeah.
the interference, but we heard 90% of what Tom said. That was awesome. Alex, you're, on the front line of construction as well. We're here to say, pardon the dust. We've got every day you see, Alex is in charge as the director of innovation of our technology department, and you see his crew and people that he's working with out installing cameras and fobs and TVs and things like that all over the place. Because as we build these spaces out, we got to make sure that we have security, that we have access, that we have these things in place. And so we just want to say, to our community, thank you for your patience. We know that you want these things yesterday, and we're working as fast as we possibly can. It's always, I'll run into people and they're like, some people like, when is it going to happen? I've been watching that pile of dirt and they've moved it 42 times. And then I have other people, and I kind of like that, I've been watching it. I'm waiting because Tom knows sometimes I'm impatient for results. Like I'm impatient for success. I want to move on to the next thing, right, Tom? It's so, I understand that. What it gets me more frustrated is I'll run into a friend who, is around the community and they'll be like, hey, I drove through one day, didn't see a gym, or I didn't see the STEM center expansion. I drove through. It felt like 2 days to me. And all of a sudden you're ready for a grand opening and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So much work into them. It felt like boom. And at the same time, we kind of want it to feel like that for our community, for our kids, for our parents. But there's a lot going on, right, Tom and Alex?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And our project list is pretty expansive right now, but yeah, the team is doing a fantastic job of working through those things. And yeah, we just want to send a big thank you, and we appreciate you to all the staff members and also community members that are inconvenienced by the construction and just all the work in progress. We'll make it worth your while, I promise.
I love the signs right behind you, Don, that are like grind, hustle, and execution. And that's like perfect, really.
Well, I tell you what, I coined a quote that says, ideas are great, but it's execution that matters. It really, at the end of the day, it comes down to how you execute things and how you get them into the hands of the end users, to the students, to the teachers, to the building level, where really the magic happens. I have to say thank you to our teachers and our staff, just doing an amazing job working with our kids. I see it firsthand. I want to give a shout out, because our teachers are making a difference, not just today, not tomorrow, but for the future. This fall, I got a card from my fourth grade teacher, and I was like, oh, I'm good to open it. And I will tell you, I was a wreck. I cried,
Oh,
and so thinking about the impact that teachers have on our lives and
mhm.
the difference they make. And so we're here at Hemlock Public School District with an amazing group of teachers, amazing staff, amazing principals, counselors, people working with kids, doing good work and molding the future and hopefully for a better place, a better day. So thank you so much, Mac.
Thank you, Don, and thank you, Joy, Alex, Tom. Thank you guys so much, and I'm so excited for Hemlock Public Schools.